Okay, good evening, everyone. How y'all doing? I almost decided to cancel this live tonight because I just got a bit of shocking news. Before I get started, I want to give a moment of silence real quick to a person that means a lot to me. I just a few minutes ago found out that this person passed away. So I just want to give a moment of silence real quick before I get started. I just want to say, may this person rest in peace. A good, beautiful woman, a good, decent human being, one of the most kindest, loving people that I ever met in my life. And I will definitely be on my way to the Maryland, D.C. area because this is where this person lives for the funeral, just trying to figure out what's going on when the funeral is going to be and that kind of thing. So I definitely wanted to give a moment of silence to this person, and I will always love you. I'll always remember you. You're a wonderful, wonderful human being. In fact, I actually wrote about this person in one of my books as a tribute, just to pay honor to her. So yeah. So with that being said, I got that done. Um, like I said, I kind of didn't want to make this live, but I had already made the thing on live. So I said, okay, let me go ahead and talk about it. So I'm a child of the 80s. First of all, let me introduce myself to some. Um, some of y'all already know who it is. And y'all got to excuse me because my mind is kind of going here. I'm thinking about this, my loved one that just passed away, but at the same time, thinking about this stuff. I kind of feel it's all intertwined together because we all gonna die. Everybody's gonna die. And I do believe that you should do what it is that God put you on this earth to do. With that being said, God put me on earth to be the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, the creator, the inventor, the architect of the science of dark-skinned activism, which is the first platform for dark skin. Um, First platform for dark skin in the world. And in fact, as a tribute, the person that I just learned just passed away was pivotal in the development in a lot of ways of dark skin activism, because I'll never forget when I came to DC, this person broke it down to me in regards to how dark skinned people were treated and how there was the divide there between dark skinned people and lighter skinned Black people. And this was like way back in the day, like in the 50s, 60s, where she couldn't go across the street to play with darker skinned children because it wasn't allowed. That's how deep darkism and colorism was in DC. And she broke this down to me, and I'll never forget it. Like I said, there's so many people that have came along in my walk with in terms of dark skin activism, in terms of developing this science. It's a lot of people that have came along to teach me and to help me to develop my worldview. So she's one of those people, and she was just one of the most kindest people in the world to me. Oh my God. That's why when people be like, oh, you don't like light skin, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. You don't know what you're talking about because it's not true. There are people that come along in the world. There are events that happen in the world that force you to think and force you to act and force you to be and force you to make change. And I know that this person was one of those people to help me to come along and find my way and to guide me in that respect. And I don't even think she knows the impact that she had on dark skin activism. I know every time I go to DC, Maryland area, she was always there. I would always go to the house. We had the best time, like just an amazing and absolutely amazing human being. And I can't speak enough about her and how much I love this person and how wonderful she is. So with that being said, so I'm a child of the 90s, a teenager, should I say, of the 90s, and I was a kid in the 80s, okay? And I grew up watching music videos, listening to, I'm gonna tell y'all something about me. Y'all gonna be like probably shocked when I tell y'all this, and I'm gonna tell you, I love 80s music. I love 80s music by different white bands. Oh my God, I admitted it. I do. Hall & Oates is one of my favorite groups, okay? It is. Like, Hall & Oates, and here's why. My mama, before she became a Pentecostal Christian, back in the 80s, they used to have them big records, and she used to listen to all this music, and that was like the soundtrack of my life. That's what I heard. I heard, like I said, people like Hall & Oates, Michael McDonald, Phil Collins, like all these different white artists, like even the ones that was from the 70s, because you know how they'll still play music from the 70s in the next decade, or music from one decade to the next decade. Ambrosia. Oh, so many groups that I just absolutely love. So I like a lot of what would you call it? 80s rock, or I don't know what the hell you call it. I like that music because it was some great music. Plus, I'm the type of person, I like love songs. I'm so like sentimental. I know y'all think I'm just like the most rambunctious person. I come on here and rant, but I like love songs. I'm like a hopeless damn romantic. Should I be telling y'all all this about myself? I should not be. No, let me stop. No, I'm serious. I'm a hopeless romantic, and so you know, I love those songs. Lionel Richie was one of my. I mean, I used to have the biggest crush on Lionel Richie when I was a kid. I know that's. I know. But I had a crush on Lionel Richie. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that hello, is it me you're looking for? Oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Whew, Lord have mercy, Jesus. I did not have a crush on Al B. Sure at all. I mean, he made some good music, but Lionel Richie was one of the people that it's so many. Stephanie Martin, you say I love Journey. It's so many of these people out here that I don't know their names, but if I hear their music, I'd be like, oh my God, just stop and just be like, what's this guy named? White Paul, I can't remember his last name, but the song is called Cool Night. It's one of my favorite songs. Yes, it's a white artist. Yes. Chris Cross is another person. I know y'all like, what the hell is this? The dark-skinned activist likes all this white 80s music. Yes. And I can't help it because it's the soundtrack of my life. Like I said, back in the 80s when I was growing up, my mama had 8 kids total. 2 of them died. 6 of us. And she used to play what she would now refer to it as devil music. But she used to play it. What's the man name that just recently died? What's that song? I'm Never Gonna Dance Again. Guilty Feet Have Got No Rhythm. Oh my God, that's one of my favorite songs. Wham! Oh my God, y'all might be here all day telling y'all about all this 80s music that I like by these white people, because I do. I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and lie to y'all. All right. So fast forward into the 90s. So I was a teenager I was a kid in the 80s. You can't control George Michael. Thank you, Curtis Finn. Yes, George Michael. You can't control who your parents listen to on the radio. Like, you gotta do what they do because they're your parents, obviously. And so when this music was playing, it just seeped into my mind. And then that's the music that I like. I mean, it's not the only music that I like because I'm a big fan of Motown. I absolutely adore Motown. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. And my favorite artist in the whole wide world is Donny Hathaway. Like, nobody was with Donny Hathaway. And then, of course, the great Lauryn Hill. Nobody was with Lauryn Hill. Okay. Love me some George Michael. I ain't gonna even tell y'all. This the music. The music don't lie. Talent don't lie. I mean, I give people their props. I give it up. I don't care what color you are. Bill Collins. That one song was so sad. What's the song? Oh, damn, I can't think of the name of the song. One of the best songs I ever heard in my life. Okay? But here's the thing that I've learned. Yes, I'm very serious, Tamara Shepherd. But as I grew and came into myself as a teenager in the 90s, you know, started liking boys. And again, like I tell y'all, I'm such a damn hopeless romantic. I love love. I like being in love. The 90s and the 80s music sold me on that. I really do. Like, that's what I like. So along comes the 90s in 6th grade. I'll never forget the science teacher, a white dude. I don't know why this man used to always play Kissing Game. Why are people calling me while I'm on the Kissing Game, High Five. May he rest in peace. May he rest in peace. High Five was one of my favorite groups of the 90s. Dang, I used to, oh my God. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. Who else I used to like? Oh, Brian McKnight, One Last Cry. I used to listen to that song over and over and over. And Intro, Come Inside. I remember 9th grade, 10th grade, everybody and their mama was singing Come Inside. Will never forget. Oh my God. Tevin Campbell. Oh my God. One of my favorite artists. I don't care what y'all say about Tevin Campbell. I don't care what you say. I'll argue with you about Tevin Campbell. Yes, Kissing Game. I will argue. As you can see, I'm a true child of the 80s and the 90s. All right. H-Town. All right. What's that dude? Lorenzo. I don't know if y'all remember Lorenzo. He came out with a song called Make Love to Me. Ooh, I'm gonna tell on myself. I can tell on myself now. I used to live with my cousin, who actually I used to call her my aunt because she was way older than me. She's really my cousin. When I was having all these problems and stuff, going through whatever. Long story short, I was going to Tyrone Middle School, and yes, I love me some H. Oh my God. Anyway, I was going to Tyrone Middle School, and I used to have to catch the city bus to get back home because before I moved in with my aunt, I used to go to Tyrone Middle School, and I wanted to continue going there, and she wanted to have continuity, so I just caught the city bus. And so when I was going to the city bus to the mall at Tyrone Mall, this dude followed me in this car. He just rolled up. Oh, Jagged Edge. Oh my God, Will Justice. Yes. Oh, I was just listening to that one. Anyway, I do like 70s music too. One of my favorite songs is Love Ballad by what's his name? Jeffrey Osborne. Oh my God. Wish I could have married him. Anyway, y'all be having a crush on these older singers because they were so fine back in the day and they could sing. Oh my Lord have mercy, Jesus. Anyway, so this dude, I ain't gonna say your name because I know you be watching my Facebook. But anyway, we started going together. He was my boyfriend, right? And he would come over there when my aunt would leave, and he would come and walk me to the bus stop. And I think he had this Walkman, and he would play Lorenzo, Make Love to Me. Oh my God. And we'll be on the couch, y'all, kissing and stuff. And I just thought I was in heaven. I was like, how old? I was about 14 or 15 or something like that, y'all. And I'm telling on myself. And but we didn't go there or nothing. But I was just completely and madly in love. And I believe he was like 19 at the time. That's why I'm trying to. That's a whole nother topic. I ain't gonna even get into that. Anyway. And he was going to St. P College, and I was like, I know I was young, but I mean, I liked him and he liked me, and I did not care. Okay. But the thing is, he created Shy. Oh my God. Yes. SWV. Love them to death. I'll be here all night. But this dude put the song, Lorenzo, Make Love to Me. That was one of my favorite songs. Like, I know that's like way back in 92. Like, I know. I know. But y'all, I came to the shocking realization. This is the problem. This is the problem. as I got older and began to, again, it's always a slow process of developing your worldview and beginning to understand what's going on in the world. Jodeci, yes, loved it. Everybody loved Jodeci. Everybody loved New Edition. I was watching the song tonight. I saw it on YouTube, Still in Love with You. Um, in the late 90s, we had Donnell Jones, which was one of the best albums ever, Where I Wanna Be. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna leave him out of this because he actually was singing to a dark-skinned woman in there. So I'm not gonna talk about you, Donnell Jones, tonight. I'm not gonna talk about you. But here's what I learned, y'all. The majority of the black men in these videos in the 90s were not singing to us dark-skinned women. They were not. They were not. And that's darkism. I'm calling it out. Y'all could be mad. Y'all could be upset. I mean, hell, how do you think I feel? Having had a crush on people like, you know, I had a crush on Lionel Richie, and I grew up and found out, oh, he was married to a dark-skinned woman, and then later left the dark-skinned woman and got with a non-black woman. And then it's like so many of them, so many of these men that you grew up watching, and you know, you love their songs, and it's like, you not in hindsight, you look at, I mean, you watching their videos and you know it's something not right, because you don't really see yourself represented. If you see yourself in there, it's like you just kind of there as like just there just to be there. But the real deal love interest is usually not a dark-skinned woman. They're not singing to us dark-skinned ladies. They're not. I'm talking about the 1990s. I'm talking about when the videos started to come out. MTV, BET, all that. The majority of these men were not. They always had, or the majority of the time, hey, everybody that's watching, the majority of the time they were singing to a light-skinned woman. The majority of the time. That's a fact. Okay, we're going to be honest here tonight. We're not going to come up on here lying and trying to make ourselves feel good. We're going to tell the truth. Okay, we're gonna tell the truth and nothing but the truth. These men, Cherylicious 91. You know what? I would love to bring you up on your live because you always throwing shade. You always throwing shade at me. Oh my God. You come in the chat throwing shade at me. This is a light-skinned woman, y'all. According to her picture, you're throwing shade at me. You throw shade in the chat. You throw shade in the comments. I would love to have you come up on here, and we ain't got to be catty. We ain't got to go. We could sit here and talk woman to woman. I believe in talking woman to woman. Believe it or not, I'm very capable of that. Okay. Yes, I gotta be honest. The black men, they ain't singing to the dark skinned chicks. They singing to the light skinned chicks. Listen, this has been going on since the 1990s. Only time you see a black male group really singing to a dark skinned chick is if you have like Nelly and Kelly Rowland, for example. They had the song, what's the name of that song? Y'all tell it to me, I can't remember. But he was singing to her, okay? And it was acceptable to do so because she was a part of this huge group, Destiny's Child. You understand? So I mean, if the dark skinned woman is co-signed, if she co-signed already, it's cool. If she co-signed, I believe Naomi Campbell, she was like a lead in one of Michael Jackson's videos. And y'all gonna hold on one second. I'm scrolling down here in the comment section. Dilemma, that's what it is. Thank you, Maurice Woods. Yeah, so Naomi Campbell was in one of Michael Jackson's videos, and we all know she's dark skinned, but she's acceptable because she's this supermodel, and then she got that accent going, and everybody thinks that she's beautiful. So it was acceptable to sing to her. It was acceptable to sing to you had India Arie, for example. It's acceptable to sing to India Arie because she was an artist. You had 911, oh my God, which is one of my favorite songs, top 100 songs. Wyclef Jean, Mary J. Blige. Lord have mercy, help me, Jesus. Then you had Foxy Brown and Jay-Z. Foxy, I don't like how you did Foxy, Jay-Z. I don't like how you did her. You know what I'm saying? You switched out on her. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care. Like I said, I was there for it. I remember back in the day when Jay-Z was dealing with Foxy Brown, Ain't No Nigga. I remember that. I remember that. He was there before Beyonce, before light skin, privileged Beyonce. He was there before you. She was there before you. In fact, a lot of people would make the argument that Foxy Brown is one of the reasons. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Michael, you said D'Angelo sang to the dark skinned sisters. In that song, You're My Lady, who was the lead? I'll wait. In that song, You My Lady, who was the lead? I love that song to death. I told y'all I was a teenager in the 90s. I was a kid in the 80s. But who was the lead in that song that D'Angelo had called You're My Lady back in the 1990s? It was a light-skinned chick with short hair. I'll never forget it. So you're still wrong. The majority of women that were being sang to was light-skinned women. Only time you really saw these dudes singing to a dark-skinned woman is if the woman had already been co-signed as an artist. So, well, yeah, but you're right, beautiful mind. You said D'Angelo married Angie Stone. Yeah, but did you hear about what Angie Stone had to say about how people was hating on her marriage? Felt like basically she was not good enough for D'Angelo. And she didn't say it out of her mouth, but to me, it was clear that was darkism. It was absolutely clear that was darkism. Okay. By the way, real quick, before I continue, I'm going to go ahead and drop my GoFundMe and my PayPal donation link in the chat box. Go ahead and make a donation to the dark skin activist movement, to the dark skin activist cause. Oh yeah, Stephanie Martin says every black man in the 90s loved Maya. Oh yeah, and you know what? I was a fan of Maya. I mean, based off of that one song she did with the Jamaican. Dang, I can't think. Y'all gotta help me with these. Y'all gotta help me with these, some of the titles of these songs and these artists. But yeah, I mean, it was always about having a ambiguous looking light-skinned black woman or non-dark skinned woman in the video as the lead. Okay, beautiful mind. You said I didn't hear her say it, but I did hear Tamika Raymond say that. Okay, Tamika Raymond was married to Usher, and okay, Beanie Man. Thank you, Maurice Woods. But y'all got to remember that black people and black women. I got to get on y'all because it was really y'all that was clowning Usher because he married Tamika Raymond, a real dark-skinned, unfiltered, unwatered down black woman. But y'all was praising him and cheering for him when he married or when he was in a relationship with Chili. And yes, he sang to her in his video, but guess what? She was acceptable. She was a sweet lady. That's another one. Maya Campbell, acceptable. Maya Campbell had that acceptable dark skin, that smooth Indian looking dark skin, and that hair. And so Tyrese had her in his video, Sweet Lady. And that's who, one of my favorite artists in the world, probably my top 5 rappers in the world, DMX. How's It Going Down? One of my favorite songs in the world. DMX, you was rapping to the light skinned chick. DMX, you was rapping to the light skinned chick. I love that song. Dang, I love that song. But you was rapping to the light-skinned chick. Cisco. Y'all remember Cisco? Excellent singer. You had Lisa. You was singing to a light-skinned woman. I could go on and on and on about all these black men from the 90s. Oh, man, Mr. Cheeks. Okay, y'all. I love me some Mr. Cheeks. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. I'm going off of talent. I'm gonna be honest. I'm going off of talent and looks. I'm not gonna even sit here and lie to y'all. Mr. Cheeks, I never forget he came out with some, but I did see this documentary where he does have a dark skinned wife. So I'll give him a little bit of credit. But the lead in your video back at what's that song, y'all? Mr. Cheeks, he could dance so good. Oh my God. I was like so upset. Like, when the love interest in that particular video was not a dark skin. I was like, oh my God, what are you doing, Mr. Cheeks? What are you doing, Mr. Cheeks? But this is what these black men do. This is what they do. I mean, they might want to be Snoop Dogg. Oh my God, notorious throughout your career for singing and having light skinned women as the leads. Now y'all did, oh, Ja Rule, notorious. No, oh my God, Lord have mercy, Jesus. You might be here all day. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. The black men are not singing to the dark skinned chicks. They're singing to the light skinned chicks. That's what they're doing. They're not singing to you. Y'all can be mad, but I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth, man. But yeah, I was very disappointed when I saw, because Mr. Cheeks was in a Lil' Kim video with the same beat. And he in there, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said, when a woman is like the artist, they'll sing, he was all over her, he was all dancing up on her. But why Mr. Cheeks? And you know what? I really like him. I really like him as an artist a lot. The Lost Boys, oh my God. But why, when you made your song, and I cannot think of the name of that song, I'm gonna Google it right now, because that's one of my favorite songs. And I like visually watching Mr. Cheeks. I just do. He just a handsome black man. It is what it is. I'm gonna think of that name. I'm gonna pull up the name of that song. What is that song? In 2000, he came out with it. What is the name of that song? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna find that song, because it's a shame. I should know the name of the song, but I don't. Dang, why can't I find it? But it was based off the beat, or it sounded similar to the beat for Lil' Kim's song "Jump Off." Lights, camera, action. There it is. I knew I was gonna come up. Lights, camera, action. If y'all go look at that video, y'all ain't got to believe me. Y'all go look at that video. He had a light-skinned chick as the lead. Yeah. Yes, Jagged Edge. What's that chick name? Gloria Velez. I believe that's her name. She was a mainstay light-skinned chick in all the videos back in the 90s. I told y'all I'm a child of the 80s and a teenager of the 90s. I know what I'm talking about. I sat there and watched this stuff and witnessed it and seen it with my own eyes, loved the music, rocked my head to the music. Let me tell you, this dark-skinned woman can't dance for shit. I can't dance, but I can still enjoy good music. People with talent is what I respect. So while I respect these artists and I still like their music, a lot of these dudes were darkists. They practiced darkism, and they were not singing to dark-skinned chicks. Now, let me let y'all know. Let me stop right here, and I want to let everybody know that I'm the creator of dark skin activism. I'm the creator of this brand of commentary. I brought it to the internet. I created it in 1999, and in 2015, it went viral to millions of the Black internet world. And also, I was made Donkey of the Day on the Breakfast Club for speaking about I had a beef with Kendrick Lamar. I had it with him. He didn't have it with me. I don't know him personally. But I've been the dark skin activist. I've been initiating darkism way before the internet. But in 2015, when people heard about what I was doing and realized what I was doing, people started ripping me off. So if you hear this content, now you got people with pseudo Rashida Strober dark skin channels that are ripping off my work. So if you hear this type of commentary or any deviate or spin, deviation, derivative of what I'm saying, know that it originated with Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark skin activist. Period, point blank. I don't watch other people. I don't have to. I don't look at other people and look for ideas. This is in me. This is what I do. This is what, like, when I started this video, I told y'all we all gonna die. God put us on earth with a special gift, a special talent. My gift and talent is to speak about darkism, speak about dark skin activism, was to create the lane. That's what I was put on earth to do. So if I come on here and talk about something, it's coming from my original self, my original soul. And people on YouTube and people in social media and people in TV are not respecting that. People are stealing from me. They even have gone so far as on reality TV. This Samara chick, you're not the dark-skinned activist. She's using the dark-skinned storyline. I see right through it. You're not the dark-skinned activist. And I will tell anybody that's to their face, don't think for 1 minute that this is just social media. Don't think for 1 minute that I won't tell you this if I saw you to your face. I don't care what city, what town we in, you will get told. You will get told. Period, point blank, end of discussion. With that being said, I've also written more books on dark skin than anybody else. I created the lane. They're stealing from it. They try to act like they don't know who I am. That's a lie. You know, anybody could sit back in the YouTube cut behind the computer screen and watch people. And then you want to act like you don't know who this person is. Oh, but you know who I am. And I will let you have it. I'll let one of you have it. Don't ever get it up. Don't ever get it twisted. Period, point blank. I'm the originator of the entire dark skin lane. And you better recognize, you gon' recognize. Moving right along. So, I said, Black men were not, and I remember I used to just be so, Boys to Men, when you talk about them. Woo! They had this one song, Slowly My Eyes Begin to See. Something like that, but it was just so beautiful. I used to love that song, and I used to just be listening to that song back when I was in middle school, and I would fall asleep to that song. And when I grew up and found out that these men don't have dark-skinned women, I was like, oh my God, I just lost it. I felt like, oh my God, I don't have no chance. I don't have a chance in hell. I realized that they were not singing to me. Yes, Michael, you said, please don't go. You are so right. I used to love that song. I used to fall asleep. I remember I was living at my aunt's house, and I used to sleep on the floor. And my cousin, I ain't gonna say your name, and I used to listen to this song, and my cousin used to love to hear me talk. Y'all see what I'm talking about? She used to always want me to talk her to sleep. Rashida, talk me to sleep. Talk about anything. Yeah, I just start talking. Start talking about what's going on in school. And next thing you know, Jamisa be saying her name. She be asleep. I ain't mean to say your name. I ain't want to say your name. My light-skinned cousin with the good hair, who I'm talking about. But anyway, she would fall asleep. And then I start listening to, back in the day, they used to have these jam stations that really played that good R&B. I told y'all I was a hopeless romantic. I have to thank the 90s and the black men of the 90s for that. And the white singers of the 80s. I'm a fucking hopeless romantic. I love love. I like being in love. I love black men. I love white music. Don't get it twisted. Some of it I do. But ultimately, I love y'all black men. Y'all my kryptonite. I ain't gonna lie. But the point that I'm making is I would listen to these songs, and they was just all up in my psyche. And then I would just turn around and discover that these men, they don't have black women. Like Brian McKnight. Oh my God. I used to sit there and listen to that song. What's that song? Damn, what's the name of the song, y'all? My brain is going so fast. Sometimes my brain be going faster than what I be talking. Like it's be speeding, and it's doing that right now. What's the name of that song, y'all? Brian McKnight came out with. Dang. What is the name of that? Y'all better tell me. Even Tevin Campbell. I remember he did have some dark skin women in his video. So I'm not gonna talk bad about it. I love me some Tevin Campbell. I don't care what nobody say about Tevin. I love his talent, and I love the way that his music made me feel. Brian McKnight. When I grew up and learned that this man, One Last Cry, Michael, you know all these songs. Oh my God, I got somebody on here that know all the 90s songs too. Yes, thank you, K-Tira Black. Thank you. Yes, it was called One Last Cry. I used to love to just hear this man singing this song. Like it was so sincere. And I was probably about maybe 14 or 15 listening to all this love music. Oh my God. And my mama would not let us listen to what she called devil music. I'm just gonna tell y'all why I can't dance. I'm a bad dancer. I remember growing up that we used to have this big mirror, and my mama, she became a Christian after the 80s when she was listening to all this music, and Billy Ocean, who I used to have a crush on too. Oh my God, I had a big crush on Billy Ocean. I was like, I'm gonna grow up and marry him. Oh my God, he's still fine. I seen this man sing Suddenly, one of my favorite songs with the gray dreadlocks, dark skin. I almost lost it, y'all. I almost lost it. Fine. Anyway, I got my mama to thank for this. Shout out to Operation Exodus Mississippi. Y'all make sure y'all go and subscribe to Operation Exodus Mississippi. I got my mama to thank for that because she was listening to all this music. My Lord, just growing up and finding out that these men did not like dark-skinned women. They weren't married to dark-skinned women. Seeing Lionel Richie divorce his dark-skinned wife and get with a non-black woman. This stuff was so painful to me. It was so painful. I just couldn't understand how could these love songs not be directed towards me as a dark skin. And when I say me, I'm not talking about me like only Rashida. I'm talking about like women that look like me. I was just like so hurt. Oh, beautiful mind. I understand where you're coming from. I understand. Lord have mercy, y'all. I'm trying to like read the comments here. Yes, I used to love that song, Operation Exodus, Mississippi, Caribbean Queen. I got Billy Ocean CD in my car. I love me some Billy Ocean. I love all his love. I told y'all I am a hopeless romantic. I like the love songs the best. Cool in the Gang. Oh my God, no, that's like before my time. But my mama used to. My mama is a woman of. She came of age in the 70s as a young woman. So one of the groups that she used to like, Cool in the Gang, the lead singer. Oh my God, that's another one. He was so fine, so fine, oh my God, help me, Jesus. I don't know why I was so young liking these older men, but I did. I admit it. I don't care because they could sing, they was talented, and they was fine. And Cool in the Gang, the lead singer, he was always singing to light-skinned women. He was always singing to light-skinned women. That was another big disappointment. And I felt like as I got older, I was like, man, I ain't gonna never have a chance with none of these men, as if I would actually have a chance with these men anyway. I mean, you know how you be thinking in your teenage mind, it's not, you don't know the reality of the world, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Usher. Because Usher did sing to, I remember he had this one song on his first album, The Many Ways. I love that song. Oh my God. He was singing to a light-skinned chick on the beach. But then he came back with the girl that played in Belly in his other song. So I cannot talk back. Even though I'm kind of disappointed in you, Usher, that you couldn't take the heat, the Darkism heat. You left Tamika and you went and you married a non-dark-skinned, non-black woman. You know what? I still love Usher because I don't believe that Usher is a darkist. I don't believe that. I just believe that Usher is the ladies' man, and it is what it is. He has a track record of dating dark-skinned women. Chili, the acceptable dark-skinned woman, Naomi Campbell. I remember him making yes. You got it, Michael. How you know all this? Are you in my head? I think you in my head. He got a track record. I remember him saying that in some interview, like this was back in the 90s. Y'all got to remember, I'm a teenager of the 90s, a child of the 80s. He was going on and on about Lauryn Hill. I don't think you would have been able to get Lauryn Hill, though. Lauryn Hill is special. Top 5. She up there with Donny Hathaway. She's special. Talk bad about Lauryn Hill, I'm going to have to block you from my, I'll block you from my Facebook. I'll block you off this. No, we're not gonna talk bad about Lauryn Hill. She's off limits. I don't care. Y'all coming up here, people talking about, oh, she late. I don't care about her being late for concert. I don't care about her cancer. I don't care. She gets a pass. That's just it. That's it. We're not gonna talk bad about Lauren the Great. I named my beautiful daughter Lauren after Lauryn Hill. Oh, going back to the 90s. Lauren's so brilliant. Best that ever did it. Ain't nobody fucking with Lauryn Hill. You're just not. Next, y'all was singing to the light-skinned chicks. Oh my God. I really like that music too. But they was always singing to the light-skinned chicks. You know what I'm saying? Always, Lil Mo, Michael, I'm glad you brought that up. I like Lil Mo a lot. She's so super talented. But it was like in her songs, where she was singing hooks, it seemed like I just felt like she should have been more of the leading woman. And I felt like that was darker. See, I ain't like that. See, it's sideways hating even Kelly Price. You know what I'm saying? Who is another great singer, dark skin. You know, it's like they brought in these other women, black women, brown skin, whatever, that were supposed to be the acceptable ones. Like these women were not good enough to be sang to be serenaded. Yes, Lauryn Hill is off limits. I will block anybody. We are not. Lauryn is the motherfucking queen, and that's the end of the story. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care who comes along. You're not Lauryn Hill. She's on another level, in a class by herself. She's up there with people like Stevie Wonder. Shout out to Stevie Wonder, because that's the song. And y'all could go Google this. Back in, I guess it was in the 60s or the 70s, and Stevie Wonder was married to a dark-skinned, beautiful woman, his first wife. I cannot think of her name. Sarita Wright, that's her name. Beautiful. She sang with him on a lot of songs. So he was singing to her. I love me some Stevie Wonder. I adore Stevie Wonder. But if y'all go on YouTube and type in "As Live," y'all will see all these beautiful dark-skinned women in the background singing on "As." I mean, just perfection. Lord have mercy. Stevie Wonder is another one that's off limits too. Like even though Stevie Wonder is subsequently married, he did marry some light-skinned women. But Stevie Wonder is like Usher. I love them because I don't believe that they discriminate against dark-skinned women. But so many of these artists back in the 90s, they did, and it was just so disappointing. Like, you know what? I ain't gonna even talk about the post that I made about that, where I got into it with a lot of people, probably almost like a year ago, about that there. I ain't gonna talk about that. I'm gonna keep on talking about these people that really disappointed me. They really disappointed me because it was like, man, why can't a dark-skinned woman, I'm talking about a dark-skinned one that's dark, that's actually, I can't see myself. Sometimes I like to be able to see myself. Why can't a dark-skinned woman that's dark like me with nappy hair, why can't we be, I mean, y'all be singing to us behind the sheets, behind the scenes. Y'all be doing a lot of singing. Y'all be doing a lot of, ooh, I love you. Ooh, y'all be doing a lot of that in the dark when the sun go down. And I'm a victim of darkism, so I can admit it. That has happened to me before. I mean, I was telling somebody, I ain't gonna tell you, I ain't gonna give y'all all my nuggets. Y'all need to be paying me for my commentary. By the way, let me drop my links, my GoFundMe. I'm gonna drop my GoFundMe, and I'm gonna drop my PayPal. Go make a donation. I remember back in the day, I had this one dude. I was his dark-skinned girlfriend at night, and he had a light-skinned girlfriend in the day. Yes, I was being played. This is how I know. This is why I'm the world's first dark-skinned activist. At the time, I could not articulate what was going on to me because I was young and dumb and didn't realize that I was a victim of darkism. But I'm here today to tell y'all all about it. Like I said, y'all, it was just so disappointing because I wanted to feel like, as all women want to feel, like we're desired, we're wanted, we're needed, we're loved, we're cared about. We want to feel sexy. We want to feel like that it girl. And that's how they make it out to be when you look at these women in these videos. They're that it girl that the man is chasing, the man is going after. And we want to not only have that in private when you want to get it down, we want to have it in the light so everybody could see. But it's like, you're not good enough because you're dark skinned. And that's what it was. I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and sugarcoat anything for anybody. I'm not going to do that. Stephanie Martin, you said David Banner says he likes dark skinned women. Isn't this guy dating or was married to a non-dark skinned woman. Oh yes, Stephanie Martin. Biggie Smalls. Oh my God. Yes. You said, may he rest in peace. Stephanie Martin said Biggie wanted light-skinned Faith over Lil' Kim. And I think that that's one of the things. Shout out to everybody that's watching. I appreciate y'all. I think that that's one of the people want to talk trash about Lil' Kim. People have asked me to talk trash about Lil' Kim, but I'm not going to talk. You ain't going to ever hear me talking trash about Lil' Kim. And I'm going to tell y'all why, because I believe that Lil' Kim is a victim. Number one, I believe that Lil' Kim is a victim of darkism. Number two, Lil' Kim is a part of my, coming into my womanhood, a part of the soundtrack of my life in the 90s. And Lil' Kim has talent. Unlike these other female rappers, I don't like you because you're not talented. You don't have it. When we talk about talent, in my humble opinion, my top five, when we talk about black women in rap, well, black women, we invented rap. I got Sha Rock, I got Lauryn Hill, Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, and who else? I gotta think about it. But those are my top four right there, okay, in my opinion. So I'm not gonna sit here and talk bad about Lil' Kim. Nobody's ever gonna see me. She off limits too. Lauryn Hill is really off limits. Foxy Brown is off limits too. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about her. Foxy Brown is off limits too. I'm not gonna talk bad about them. I'm just not gonna do it. Because I feel that they were victims, and I feel that they were ahead of their time in blazing a trail, and they actually had talent. And I feel that these light-skinned women, you got people like Cardi B, you don't deserve that spot. She had the nerve to go in and sample her and Drake. That's light-skinned appropriation of dark-skinned music. Don't you ever in your life touch another piece of dark-skinned Lauryn Hill's music. You're not talented enough. You're not worthy. It's just that was just so upsetting to me. But I'm not going to sit here and talk bad about Lil' Kim, because Lil' Kim is a victim of darkism. Okay, Lil' Kim apparently was loyal, and all these loyal dark-skinned women, look at them, wound up going to prison. You had Lauryn Hill went to prison. You had Foxy Brown that went to prison. You had Remy Ma that went to prison. Remy Ma is like really the only talented one standing that actually has talent in the mainstream. You understand what I'm saying? And she should be, if it was based on talent, Remy Ma would be on top right now of the people that we have out right now, which are trash, complete and utter trash. And this is not about a generational thing, because I did say I was from the 90s, a teenager in the 90s, and I was a child of the 80s. So it's not about, for me, it's not about a generational gap. It's about talent. If a person, because here's the thing, y'all, do any of y'all watch Queen of the Ring? Let me just give you some context to why I want to tell you this is not about a generational gap. Oh, that's right, Babs. Excellent rapper. She never got her just due. Superb. Some of these women, what they do in their private lives, I don't agree with some of the agendas that they pushing. But I'm pushing that aside and looking at the talent and giving them their props for that. Queen of the Ring has some of the most talented lyricists, female rappers on there that are not getting their chance. And I just feel, and again, for me, I go based off, even if you dark skinned and I listen to you and I'm just like, I'm not gonna sit here and co-sign somebody just because they dark skinned. You just really need to have talent. But some of them are not getting their just due, and you got light-skinned women, two light-skinned women, because I would argue that Nicki Minaj is light-skinned. She's not dark-skinned by any means, and she's not talented. I don't like her music. To me, it's trash. I would never listen to that. Coming from the 90s, being a child of the 90s, hearing the real deal, the real raw talent, listening to that music is beneath me. Listening to Cardi B is super beneath me. Never. And again, it's just based on pure raw talent, because Charlie Baltimore, does anybody remember Charlie Baltimore? And Vita, who are light skinned. Anybody remember them? I listen to them all day, because Charlie Baltimore, super light skin, actually had talent. Superb. Vita actually had, I remember these women were talented. But, you know, we have trash at the top of, you know, the rap game. But again, staying on topic. Dark-skinned women need to realize, and we need to just come to the acceptance, you know, that these men were not singing to us. We need to just get over it. And I had to finally talk to myself and get over some of these black men and realize and say, Rashida, okay, they don't like you. You're not their type. You would never be able to. It's a wonder that I was shocked that Usher married Tamika Raymond. I was like literally floored. I ain't gonna even lie. And it's not because I was one of those haters that was hating on Tamika, because I think that Tamika is beautiful and I like Tamika and I don't care what nobody say about her. I like her. It's because I just couldn't believe that Usher liked dark-skinned women. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. So, you know, it's like, oh my God, this Cherrylicious. You back again, Cherrylicious? She said, I'm trying to force. She said, let me read what you said. She's trying to force people to like dark-skinned women on top of possessing such an obnoxious, narcissistic, manly attitude. It's embarrassing and a turnoff to dark-skinned women. Let me read that again. She's trying to force. This is what Cherrylicious is saying. Cherrylicious, light-skinned Cherrylicious is saying, she's coming for me. This is what they do. They come for me when they mad with the truth. She's trying to force people to like dark-skinned women on top of possessing such an obnoxious, narcissistic, manly. So she's calling me a man. That's darkism. When clearly I'm a woman, done gave birth. Honey, I give birth. Honey, I have a period every month. Honey, I can gave birth to 2 kids, 2 dark-skinned kids. Raheem came out light-skinned when he was born, but he did turn dark-skinned. He turned his real natural color as he grew up. Lauren came out straight up dark-skinned because her daddy is dark-skinned. Raheem daddy happened to be light-skinned it. But you calling me a man. She calling me a man. That's darkism. This light-skinned woman is calling me a man. A man. When I've clearly given birth, vaginal birth, not no C-section, honey. I pushed them babies out. But I'm a man. That's darkism. That's darkism. Calling me a narcissist, but I can take it because I'm the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. And that's what it is. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's always been. And it's going to continue to be that. You can be mad. You can be upset. The fact is, I'm pulling your card. That's why you mad. See, people get mad when you tell the truth. They get all up in their feelings because they can't take the truth. So they got to attack you and call you names instead of dealing with you based upon the issue. The issue is, let me put it to you like this. Let me break it down for you. The title of this live is Black Men Ain't Singing to No Dark-Skinned Chicks. They singing to light-skinned chicks. So the issue here is, let's frame it like this. Are black men singing to light-skinned chicks and not dark-skinned chicks? That's the issue. You're either going to be on the side of, well, no, they're not singing to dark-skinned chicks, they're singing to light-skinned chicks, or the other side. Instead of you arguing those points, you attack me and call me manly, say I'm a man, calling me a man. That's darkism. You're attacking me as a person. You're not attacking the points that I'm making. A waste of my time. Continue right along. Haters. Hi, haters. Anyway, I want to invite the haters and the lovers to go ahead and make a donation. Go ahead and make a donation. Go to my GoFundMe. You probably hating on that too. You probably mad because I got a GoFundMe too. You probably mad. You probably mad because of all of that. But it's all good. They crazy. They just be tripping. They be tripping. But you know what? I'm gonna keep doing what I do. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. So yeah, you know, this is what these men have been doing for the longest. And the only reason that you have people like fake Kendrick Lamar, who fake put a dark-skinned woman in his videos, it's all fake. trying to jump on this bandwagon of cheering dark-skinned women. That's why I called him out. I said what I had to say, because it's all fake. You're only putting dark-skinned women in your video like Tank. Tank, you fake too, because you had a dark-skinned woman up in your video. You fake too. But look who you was with. Then you came on Twitter, talk about somebody was hating on your non-dark. What is this? You're fake. This is what they do. They'll put some of them will put dark-skinned women. People like Tyrese, he put the acceptable dark-skinned women in his video. They'll put dark-skinned women in their videos, right? But behind the scenes, they won't be married to or dating a dark-skinned woman. This is what they do. This is the point. They say, okay, we'll give y'all a concession. Y'all up here complaining that there's no dark-skinned women in videos. So we're gonna give y'all a concession. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put a dark-skinned woman in the video, but behind the scenes, we're gonna have our light-skinned wife, our light-skinned girlfriend, our white girlfriend, our white wife. But we just doing this so y'all can keep y'all mouth shut, and at the same time to also make a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? To make some money off of y'all, to profit off y'all pain, to profit off y'all struggle. This is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. It's what they've been doing. And I've been the world's first dark-skinned activist since 1998. The creator, the inventor, the architect of the first platform in history for dark skin, known as dark skin activism. And I'm here. Thank you, Black Cloud Miami. I'm here to only tell y'all the truth. I'm not here to be concerned about people's ill feelings. And I don't mean that in the context of not caring about people, human beings. I'm talking about, I'm not worried about your emotions regarding the facts. If you're angry that I'm calling out darkism and saying that these black men in these music videos are not singing to dark-skinned women and that they're singing to light-skinned women based upon what is factual, and you're mad about that, then that's your problem. You know, if you're upset about that, then that is your problem. That's not Rashida's problem. I'm only here to tell the truth. I'm only here to tell the truth. Let me get back on Lorenzo. Lorenzo, like I said, Lorenzo, that song Make Love to Me, like, oh my God. The dude I was dating at the time, I mean, he really liked that song. So if he liked the song, I liked the damn song. And I was just so stupid as to think that, you know, Lorenzo would like the same type of woman that the guy that I was dating liked. And he didn't. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these guys, like in you know, that are impacted by these famous people, they want their friends to co-sign the woman that they date. And I think a lot of times that's the reason why I failed to make a long-term connection with some of these men. It wasn't my fault, because I was a decent woman, a decent person. But because they felt like, oh, my friend's gonna think she ugly. I've experienced that. Then man, I remember going to middle school with some of these dudes, some of these darkest, and they look a hot mess now. You're ugly. I wouldn't give you the time of day. I wouldn't. You're a hot mess. You're a hot mess. But you can donate to my campaign. You can. What you can do, since you be watching me. Y'all be all up on my YouTube. Y'all be all up on my social media. They be watching me. Say, people, y'all be watching. I know y'all be watching me. Hi haters. I would watch me too. Michael Lorenzo is a dude back in the 90s. He sung a song called Make Love to Me. That's the name of the song. Go YouTube it. Type in Lorenzo Make Love to Me. I mean, the song is fire. I ain't gonna even lie. But he had a light-skinned woman as the lead. So I had some of these dudes that would not give me the time of day, or who treated me in a horrific way back in school. They see me later and want to try to talk to me. Like, who the fuck are you? I wouldn't even give you the time. I wouldn't waste my oxygen on you. You're trash. I'm not gonna be your second draft round pick when you done ran through them other ones, and you thought they was better than me because they light skin with good hair, with baby hair. That's what it was. They thought they was better than me, and now they want to try to come back to me. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked, because I would not give you the time of day. And that's one of the reasons why I did marry. I always say, if black men from Jamaica, from Africa didn't like me, I probably would have never got married. I always say that, because when I was going to college, that's all the men that really liked me. I mean, really liked me. They were from Jamaica. They were from Haiti. They always would think that I was from their country. And those were the men that were approaching me. Those were the men that were the intelligent ones, the who are now PhDs, some of them, who are now attorneys, who are now mathematicians. You know, those were the ones that was coming to me. And I was like glad, because, you know, my ex is from Jamaica. He's a PhD. You know, those were the ones that actually made something of it. And no shade to the American black man, because I love y'all. But y'all ain't love me at first. Y'all did not love me. Y'all would not give me the time of day. Yes, beautiful mind, I am still mad. Of course I'm mad. Of course I'm mad. I'm very upset about it still. Why you think I'm out here talking about it? I might be smiling, but I'm mad and I'm deeply hurt. I mean, you're not going to just get over darkism. This is what people need to understand. Rashida Strober, I can't speak for nobody else. I cannot speak for nobody else. I'm not here. I'm not a mind reader. I'm not here to speak for nobody else. But Rashida Strober, people, I have not gotten over it. This is why I write the plays. This is why I come up on, YouTube and give commentary. I write the books. I give the commentary, because this is my therapy, and I get triggered easily. This whole live that I'm doing tonight was triggered by me. Actually, I was watching Jagged Edge, I Gotta Be, and I was watching New Edition, one of their songs, and it was light-skinned women, and I was like, what is going on here? They're not singing to me. I'm up here just humming, singing this song, enjoying the lyrics, and it'd be so pretty. They'd be so talented. But they're not singing to me. They singing to this light-skinned, white, Hispanic woman. That's their love interest. Not black, dark-skinned Rashida Strober with the glasses on. But, you know, the average everyday, you want to try to come to me when you done ran through the rest. This is what these men, child. I always tell dark-skinned women. I always tell dark-skinned females, do not let them run up on you when they done ran through everybody else. Do not let them run up on you like that, because they will try to run up on you. You have to be selective. Now you're in the power position. You're in the power position. Yeah, I'm in the power position. Whether you think I'm in the power position or not. Whether you think I'm ugly or not, I don't care if you think I'm black, and I don't fucking care. I really honestly don't. I might be mad. Tony, great. You said if you went to my school, I would have carried your books for you. Thank you. If you went to school with me, I would have. Oh, thank you. That is so sweet. That is so nice. There was this one light-skinned young man. I ain't gonna say your name. I ain't gonna say your name. He followed me now. I actually had a tiny little crush on him back in the day. I did. I had a tiny little crush on him. In elementary school, and he wasn't like that. He was one of the rare black men or black young men that was like, he's really smart, really successful now, and he's married and he's living good, and I got a lot of respect for him. And he was never like that. I almost want to say your name and shout you out, but I don't know if you want me to do that. But if you watching me, shout out to you, because I think you know who you are. You were never like that, so I respect you and I appreciate you. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to just get over something because people feel like, oh, you grown now. You don't tell me what my time frame is in healing. Nobody can tell me what my time frame in feeling healed. Nobody can tell me that. It's all up to me. Just like I can't tell you. Thank you, Natural Beauty 26. Just like I can't tell you how you feel. You know, I learned that from my son. Shout out to my son, Raheem. Shout you out. I learned, my son taught me as he was growing up, because, you know, Black parents, sometimes we don't feel like our kids should feel and have their own feelings. We be trying to suppress it. They're human beings. And I learned from my son, let him feel his way. He has a right as a human being to feel. My son taught me that. My Black son, my dark skin, he was light skinned when he was born. I ain't gonna lie. He looked almost white. Even my daughter, she saw a picture of him when he was coming out of my womb, and he did look white, but he turned dark skin. And, you know, Raheem taught me that as he was growing up. You got to allow the child to feel. So what I've learned is you got to allow human beings to feel. I didn't create you. I didn't make you. Who am I to tell you that you can't feel a certain way? Or who am I to tell you to get over something? I'm not God. I'm not in you. I can't tell you. All I can do is try my best to understand and be supportive of you. That's all I can do. And try to help you when you're ready, because I do believe that we can't get to a point where we let different events stagnate us to the point where we're not functional. I'm not talking about that. But at the end of the day, people have a right to feel, and people have a right to heal at their own rates, is what I'm saying. So, you know, let's see. K Tyra Black says a lot of mixed and light skinned guys here out west be crazy about dark skinned girls. Ooh, that's nice. I'm glad to hear it. Anytime I hear that, anytime I hear, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Anytime I hear that Black men like dark skinned women, that I'll be happy, because I got a dark skinned little girl. Lauren is super duper gorgeous, absolutely beautiful, big beautiful eyes, cute little nose, the most beautiful personality I ever saw. I would like for her to grow up and have a nice, wonderful, kind, loving, sweet, capable, disciplined, charismatic, protective Black man. That's what I wanted to have. So, you know, when I hear that, that makes me feel good, because I know that there's still hope. And I'm not going to sit here and say that every Black man does not like dark-skinned women. But what I can tell you is that a lot of people will follow popular culture. If their favorite singer or rapper likes Red Bones, aka Lil Wayne, for example, then they might say, "Ooh, that's what I want to do. I want to get me a red bone. I want to get me a," you know, that's what they're gonna do. Because some of us, you know, as we growing up, our minds aren't fully developed and we're not understanding what's going on. So unfortunately, it does take a while to shout out to Mujahid Abdullah. Thank you for your donation. I'll be getting your book out to you. Hopefully I can get it out tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the post office to see if they open, and they might be closed because it's Christmas Eve. And if they're not open, then it'll be Wednesday when I ship the book off. But I want to say thank you very much. And I want to say thank you to everybody that has supported me through buying books, through coming to my plays, through liking my videos, through subscribing to my channel, sharing. I want to say thank you to every single person that whatever you've done, I really do appreciate you. Even the haters. I mean, even the haters. Hi, haters. Hi, haters. I hope y'all having a wonderful night, haters. I mean, I want to even thank y'all. I want to thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? But Maurice Wood says, I always had dark-skinned women as mates. Then 2010 came. Well, what happened in 2010? What the hell? What happened? But yeah, the thing is, a lot of these guys are young guys, especially, are impacted by popular culture, by looking at music videos, their favorite rappers, etc. You know, and they're impacted by who they date and who they have up in the video, and they go based off of that in regards to choosing a mate. And that's why I said Lauryn Hill is off limits. Don't talk about Lauryn Hill. You got to go, because Lauryn Hill, I told y'all I was a child of the 80s and a teenager in the 90s. Lauryn Hill in the 90s made being a dark-skinned, skinny, nappy-headed girl acceptable. I'm talking about the real Black. How do I know? Because I was a nappy-headed, skinny, dark-skinned girl. My father, Lupita is more of a benefactor. I like Lupita, but I can't really reference Lupita as this iconic type of person, simply because she's a benefactor. I have to go all the way back before Lupita was on the scene. She's benefiting from the dark skin movement. But Lauryn Hill is up there to me, because at the time, Lauryn Hill didn't even talk about dark skin. She didn't talk about being dark skinned. But the thing with Lauryn Hill, she was the intellectual. She was smart and intelligent. And the smart, intelligent, skinny, dark-skinned girl with no ass, which I was all of the above, we didn't stand a chance. You was finished. You was finished. I'm trying to tell y'all. I know I'm up here laughing, but I wasn't laughing back then. I was very sad and upset. I was not accepted. People just, it was bad. Middle school was horrific. It really started in elementary school, but I really didn't understand what was going to hit me when I got to middle school and when I got to high school. It was a bad thing to be a skinny, no-ass, dark-skinned girl who was intelligent. It was bad. It was bad. And it wasn't just me. Let me tell y'all something. I saw there was this one dark-skinned girl, I'll never say her name. She went through hell. I'll never forget it. Her mom was married to a white man, and she came from like a well-to-do family, and people, she wasn't the daughter of the white man. It was another marriage, but this girl, in hindsight, she was so beautiful, and she was nice, very intelligent, skinny. She had a Jerry curl, so her naps wasn't so bad with that. She didn't have to worry about the nappy-headed part. No ass, all of that. So we was a part of the skinny, no ass, dark skin, and I was, of course, the nappy-headed intellectual club. Nobody liked us. In fact, we had she was more good at dodging the attacks than I was, because she was a little bit more sheltered. Her parents picked her up from school. She lived right up the street, beautiful big house. But see, that's another element. When you're poor and dark skinned, which I was, you're not shielded. They're going to come for you. So you got to develop some. So that's one of the reasons when y'all see me up on here, I might be talking like this. I might be ranting. That's why. You got to understand how somebody develops. I began to not take it after a while. I remember I used to get into fights with females, dudes, because I got tired of it. You're not going to keep talking mess to me about me being black and ugly and the ugliest girl in school and this. No, we're not going to do that no more. So I stood up for myself and started swinging on people. I ain't going to tell y'all no lie. I did. And I don't have no regret. I have no regrets about it. I do not condone violence, but I'm talking about myself. I don't have any regrets. I don't have any. Oh man, I might be here all night because, I'm not going to be here all night. I got to get off here and go to bed. I am not going to be on here all night telling y'all all my business. Okay. I am not. Y'all need to make a donation for my nuggets and my time and my energy. That's right. Feel free to go to my GoFundMe and make a donation there. I just put the link there on Facebook. And or you can go to my PayPal, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. I put all the information there. It's right there. And go make a donation. Yes, go make a donation. Yes. So yeah, y'all, this is what it is with these rap videos and R&B videos. It's always about the light-skinned woman. Always about the light-skinned woman. The light-skinned woman was supreme and is still supreme to this day. I would argue that she's still supreme. Things are changing slowly, but at the end of the day, the light-skinned woman in the Black community is still supreme. The non-dark skinned woman. Oh my God. Oh, that's a whole other topic, Manny. I was reading one of your comments on this topic about the men are not singing the dark skinned women, they singing the light skinned women. But yeah, y'all, it's just, these popular culture, the music, all these things do impact the way that we feel about each other as a people. You understand what I'm saying? It does impact how Black men see women. And that's one of the reasons why I go so hard on the rappers and the entertainers, because they, by default, whether they want to admit it or not, they're impacting the lives of millions of men around the world in terms of how they see. And a man, you know, has to be really strong to say, this is my choice. This is what I like. This is beautiful. And if you niggas don't like it, then you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You have to be a real strong man to say that. Going back to Usher, as much as I love me some Usher, man, y'all don't know I was there with Usher from the beginning. Talking about in regards to his music, his first album I had, I remember I got into a fight with my light-skinned best friend. I almost want to show y'all the scar, but I don't know if that would be appropriate to do. I never forget one time I was when I was living with my light-skinned best friend. Shout out to you. I love you to death. You know, but I gotta tell this story because it's the truth. We got in a fight over Usher's music. Back in the 90s, we still had, I think I had a CD. I can't remember, a CD player or a tape. One of them. Anyway, I had just bought Usher's album. And it was my favorite album, in many ways. Think of You. All his songs that he first came out with, I used to listen to it over and over and over again. And I had told her, I said, look, I was like, don't bother with my tape, because I had seen her with it before and I couldn't find it. I was like, don't bother my tape. And I had to explain, because I'm not going to keep explaining to people and telling people what they're doing wrong. I'm not going to keep doing that. If I tell you once or twice and you know and you understand and you're not, your cognition is there, I'm not going to keep telling you. So I was very temperamental at this time. So one day, and I was living with her, I was looking for the tape. I walked past, I couldn't find the tape. I walked past the room and she had the door kind of closed and she was in there like jamming to some music. And I was like, you got my tape? And she looked at me, kind of turned up her nose, because I love you to death. But you do have an attitude. You do. And she light skinned. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Some of these light skinned females, they're ratchet. She was ratchet. I love you to death, and you know I do. This is why I could say these things. But you were ratchet at the time. She started talking trash to me, y'all. And Lord have mercy, we went at it. Okay, we went at it. I just got so mad. I was like, I told you not to. I'm fighting over Usher. Look at me. I'm fighting over Usher, because that's literally what it was. I started fighting over Usher, and lo and behold, I was on top of her. People say skinny people can't fight. Okay, I beg to differ, because I think skinny people could just maneuver faster. She was way bigger than me, and I was on top of her. Yes, I was beating her. I was. I'm not going to even lie. And to escape that ass whipping, she bit me, y'all. She bit me. She bit me. She bit me. Where is it at? Right here. Bit me right there. Yes. Yes. And it was so upsetting, because I was like screaming and yelling, because I was like, my skin was open and blood was coming out, and it was really bad. And now I have what's called a keloid right there all over Usher. Isn't that something? All over these black men that don't be singing us, but Usher, get a pass, because you actually did sing to some dark skinned women. But y'all know what I mean. And I wound up having a keloid over that fight, over that light skinned, dark skinned fight, because that's what it was. I mean, she was light skinned, my light skinned best friend, and she know it. She called me right now for something to say, Rashida, I'm coming. So this is not no shade. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. This ain't no shade towards her. She might go watch this video on my Facebook tonight. I don't care. I don't care. But that's what happened. We was probably like around 17, and I still wear that battle scar, y'all. I still wear that battle scar, y'all. Yes, I still wear that battle scar. But I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, Yeah, it is what it is. K Tara Black says she used to squabble over Michael Jackson in elementary school. I'll be to laugh. But y'all fighting over Michael Jackson. Now, Michael Jackson don't even like, oh my God. Now, y'all know. Y'all, at least Usher, I was fighting about Usher. My Usher tape. My All the Time Think of You tape. The Many Ways. Oh my God. I was fighting over that. But Usher did grow up to marry a dark-skinned woman. But y'all fighting over Michael Jackson. Oh my God. No, not. You know what? Michael Jackson is so talented. Never be able to take that away from him. Never. May he rest in peace. This is the thing. I be torn between the talents. You understand? I be torn. Thank you, Lessons Tubal, for donating. You said I just donated. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. I want to shout you out and let you know that I'm very appreciative of it. I'm very appreciative of the anonymous person that just donated as well. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not going to say your name, but I want to say thank you very much. I was just looking at my phone. I could see some of the donations coming in. Thank you. You know, we up here fighting over these men that don't even want us. Like, and when you look back on it, when I look back on all of this stuff, it's like, wow, you know, Muhid, I hope I'm saying your name right. Mujahid, you said my experience was good with dark-skinned women, well-educated. Well, I'm glad you had a good experience because, you know, and that's another thing I want to say, because people be saying, oh, dark-skinned women are aggressive and they're this and they're that. Well, you know what? I was a laid-back person in school. I was quiet and shy and very introverted. Didn't really talk. The reason why I became aggressive is because I had to defend myself, and I got tired of going to school every day, being called black and ugly and being made the butt of jokes. I got tired of that. Who wants to come to school every day and have to deal with that? So at some point you decide, I'm just going to keep taking this foolishness or I'm going to fight back. And I decided to fight back, and I became aggressive. And then now people will be like, oh, you're manly. They'll call you manly. They'll call you all like this cherrylicious person. Stuff here. But you're not considering what I had to go through and what made me develop into the person I am. Like I said, the dark-skinned young lady who me and her were similar in regards to being skinny, having no ass, being dark-skinned, being smart. And she didn't become as aggressive as I did, because sometimes if you have money, if you're from a money background, that can shield you. I had the hood to go back to. I had 5 brothers who used to fight all the time. I used to watch my brothers just, dang it. I had one brother who stuttered. Man, he was, man, my brother could fight. Oh boy, you didn't want to with him. Like, you talk about him stuttering, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Shout out to you if you're watching this. But again, force. This guy was a very intelligent. Now he's very successful. You know, he's handled his business. A very successful black man married to a black woman. I love it. Like, shout out to you and your whole family. I think you're amazing as hell. But what I'm saying is, darkism can sometimes make us aggressive and turn us into something that you coming out your natural element. Because if it was up to me, I would have sat and just read books all day and engaged in intellectual discourse all day, even as a teenager, because that's what I like. That's my true natural element. But you're not allowing me to be. You want to come and badger and bully me because of my skin tone. And you yourself are black. These weren't white people doing this to me, y'all. These were black people. I remember this real dark skinned dude, super black. I'm talking about super black. He used to sit there and call me Spot. Wait a minute. Hold up. You call it, hold up. Every time we'll go to the lunchroom, y'all. He used to sit there and call me Spot. How you calling me Spot and you black and crazy as hell, y'all? This is insane. This is what I'm talking about the darkism. That's your Beauty 26. You say they want to put that label on all dark-skinned women. You say, I was and still is never like that. I was just like you, Rashida, still quiet and don't talk that much, bolder. I know. People just really think because I come on YouTube and I be running my mouth. I do like to talk. People think that I'm the most extroverted person. But to be honest with you, I enjoy books. I enjoy quiet. I enjoy intellectualism. That's what I really like. I don't have a television in here. I don't watch TV. I like to read. I always like to read. And then if I come up for air to engage, it's usually on some type of intellectual level. To me, that's fun. You know what I'm saying? I don't like ratchetness. I've never liked ratchetness. I never liked being around ratchet people. I like quiet and peace. And I've always, people think, oh, as you get older, oh, I've been like this since I was like, people used to get mad at me because they would say, why are you so quiet? They were angry because I'm not saying, what the hell? Why are you mad? Because I want to sit over here and read a book. What you want me to do? Get up and argue with you? These people are nuts. You can't please them. Y'all, you cannot please these people. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't. So when I came out my shell, because I can go extrovert and introvert, I learned that. I can go either way, but my natural state is introversion because I like Rashida and her company. I like myself. Honestly, I like my company the best. Dang, I hate to admit that. Is that Cherry Licious said I was a narcissist, so she probably really gonna think I'm a narcissist now because I said I like, but I also like the company of, you know who. I told y'all the black man was my kryptonite, so yeah. But you know, people used to get mad because they thought that I should espouse the virtues of some ratchet, ignorant, loudmouth stereotype. But I never did. That's why people on YouTube, y'all don't know me. I'm on here I'm just sitting on my couch talking. But if you know me in my everyday life, you would be like, what? Who is this person? Because I go back to my natural self until something pulls me out, or until something, you keep kicking a dog that's on the ground. The dog is going to eventually get up and tell you, stop damn kicking me. I'm tired of being kicked. So I'll come out of my shell when I'm tired of being kicked. It doesn't mean that the person is a bad person, a ratchet person, a loudmouth person. It means that, and I'm not saying that it's even a bad thing necessarily, because sometimes, and I understand, beautiful mind, you said I used to be so freaking shy, I feel like passing out. I'm sorry to hear that. I wouldn't even say I was so much as shy as I was, because a lot of introverts are not shy people. They just, again, people accuse me of being a narcissist for this, but we just kind of enjoy our own company the most. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Or the company of our significant other, somebody who understands us. That's very important to have a man or a woman, if you're in a relationship, somebody that understands you. So if somebody understands how I am, I don't need to sit there and explain, well, why I'm being quiet right now, or why I'm just over here reading a book, or why I'm just sitting here in silence. You're not offended by that. Okay, that's fine. I like to be in that person's company. But it's rare. Some people get mad at that. Like, I never get mad when I see people in the state that they are, like in their natural state. Okay, live and let live. But what I get angry at is injustice. You can't be treating people differently and discriminating against people over their skin tone. That's when I draw the line. And that's what dark skin activism is all about. Dark skin activism is about equality. It's about human equality. And it's always been about that from its inception back in 1998, when I gave birth to the science of dark skin activism at St. Petersburg College, when I was speaking about the beautiful Sudanese model, Alec Wet. It's always been about bringing the black man, get back on the black man again, because it's been directed mainly at the black man. It's always been about gaining the approval of the black man. Some people don't like it when I say that. They don't like the fact that I want to gain the approval of the black man. Well, I'm a woman. I'm a black woman. I like men. I want their attention, and I want it now. You should be giving me your attention. You should want to marry me. You should want to be with me. You should want to take care of me. You should want to protect me. That's your job, black man. And I'm a dark-skinned woman that's worthy of it. Oh, not just light-skinned women. And thank you, Stephen. He said, I would like to sing to a beautiful dark-skinned woman like you, but I'm white. Okay. It's about, I deserve to have a good life too. I deserve to the black men singing these R&B songs and rapping. I deserve to be sung to and rapped to too. I like your music, and not just like I remember back in 2000, I think it was 2001, with what's that song? Who Lil Wayne used to be with? The real cute one in the group. He was real handsome. He had a real popular song, Back That Thing Up. You know, they had dark-skinned women in their video, but the women were dancing and gyrating, and they weren't being like held in high esteem. And I told y'all, see, I can't and don't want to fit into certain categories of women. I'm not you're not gonna see me, even though I've been asked to on some calendars, half naked. That's not gonna happen. You're not gonna see me like that. You're never gonna see me like that. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I do. That's not even my comfort zone. You're gonna see me, you might see me ranting, might see me doing a little yelling. You might, but what you're mainly gonna see me doing is something that involves an artistic or intellectual endeavor, writing a book or books, or producing and performing my plays. I'm not the Instagram model type. No shade to them. This is no shot, but I know my lane and I know who I am, and I'm comfortable with who I am as a person. I shouldn't have to do all of that. I should be acceptable as a regular, normal, nappy-haired, dark-skinned, glasses-wearing, introverted Black woman that I am. I know some of y'all don't think I'm introverted. It's funny because some people be thinking I be lying. I have to laugh. But I guess we all have introversion and extroversion in us, so I can switch back and forth. But I deserve the same amount of love and care and attention and attentiveness as non-dark-skinned women. And I'm not going to stop fighting for my human right. It's a human right. I've been saying this idea because people are trying to steal from the dark-skinned activists. They're thieves. They're not originators. I am. When I started doing my free performance of my play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, years ago, 2009, 10, before anybody started talking about dark skin, I would always end with solutions. And I still have the original formatted reading of A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. I used to give these readings in St. Petersburg at the library of different organizations around town. I would always end with speaking about the dark skin beauty struggle as a human right. Because let's say I want to reproduce, I want to get married. And if I'm not being chosen because I'm dark skinned, then that's impeding on my human rights. I want to reproduce. As a woman, I want to give birth, but that means I got to get with a man. I have to be chosen by a man in order to do that. But if you put me at the bottom of the barrel saying I'm the ugliest, woman on earth, then you're violating my human rights. That's how I see it. This is how I've always saw it. Y'all can say my logic is flawed. I don't care what y'all say. This is the philosophy and opinions of the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. And I get that from the philosophy and opinions of Marcus Garvey. Shout out to Marcus Garvey. May he rest in peace. I totally respect that wonderful dark-skinned Black man. Love him. This is the philosophy and opinions of Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. So you don't have to agree. I didn't ask you to. I don't need permission. I don't need permission to espouse my philosophy and opinions. This is how I see it. This is my science. Call me a narcissist. Go right ahead. I love that the people that think because they insult me, they think they insult some people by calling me a narcissist and other names. They think they're going to stop me. You're real funny to me. Because, all you're doing is fueling my fire. It's not going to stop me. It's just going to make me just keep right on talking and running my mouth. Like, that's what I do best. I'm not going to stop. I want to encourage everybody, because I got to get off there, because I know I've been talking. I got to get some rest. It is 12. What time is it, y'all? It's 12:21, y'all. I got to get off of here and get some rest. Yes, it's the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober. And I am very happy that you guys took the time. And I want to say real quick, if you celebrate Christmas, if you celebrate Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, if I don't come back on here and make no videos, I want to say to y'all, I wish y'all a happy holiday. And I also wish y'all a happy New Year's. Yes, 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 yes. A blessed New Year. And that goes out to all of my haters too. Because I mean, I love everybody. I might check y'all haters, but I don't have no hate in my heart towards you. I love everybody and I wish everybody well and peace and love and blessings. But we just have to get it right regarding the way that some of humanity treats other humanity. We have to do that. Yeah, so I'm happy that y'all tuned in tonight and that I was able to get this off of my chest. And you know, I come on here with impromptu subjects all the time. Like, if the spirit hits me on something, I'm gonna hop on here and start talking about it. I don't plan stuff out. It's usually it's just impromptu. Yes. Thank you, beautiful mind. Hey, Mr. Dome, shout out to you. You said, I love dark skin. Why do you think we don't like it, sister? Because again, the title of this video is Black Men Ain't Singing to No Dark Skinned Chicks, They Singing to Light Skinned Chicks. Because I witnessed as a teenager in the 90s watching all my favorite Black male singers and performers sing to non-dark skinned women. They weren't singing to me. And I love this music. And I just felt so bad as I started going, thank you, Natural Beauty 26. I started to realize what was going on. I realized, oh my God, these men aren't singing to me. Oh my God, I'm not going to get a man. Oh my God. I'm not. And you know, I like having a man. One of my goals in life is to get a man. I don't care what nobody say. People can sit up here and say, oh, you don't need a man. I'm independent. No, honey. No. I like having, let me be real clear about this. Real clear. I like having a man. I like a man's smell, especially if they smell good. I like a man's energy. I like a man's, their whole being. I mean, that's just what we're supposed to do. So it's like, okay, if these men are not singing to me, they sit up here shattering my hopes. That's how dramatic it was. You understand? So, you know, exactly, beautiful mind. We supposed to. People want to sit up here and act like, oh, we not supposed to. No, we are supposed to be in love. That's how I got here. My daddy and my mama, my dark-skinned daddy and my dark-skinned mama, they came together, did what they had to do, and I'm here. So why would I? No, I like being in a relationship. I love, especially when it's good. Even when it's bad, I weather the storm. I have weathered the storm. I have fought through it. The bottom line is, this is what we're supposed to do. So I can't let my dark skin impede me from having that beautiful, wonderful, normal, natural human experience. So this is the reason why I speak so much on this topic, because I know that this is happening to other people. And they may not be able to articulate it and speak on it the way that I do. They may not want to. But that's what this is about. I have been creating awareness for the struggles that dark-skinned people face. If you go to my website, you'll see that. Since 1998, this is what I do. This is what God put me on earth to do. And in closing out, I want to tell everybody to go ahead, make sure you make a donation. I put my GoFundMe link there, and my GoFundMe, my PayPal link there, so you can either go to the GoFundMe or you can go to the PayPal. It's in the chat box, and it's also in the description box to this live, so you can go. And I just want to thank y'all for taking the time to tune in tonight. I really appreciate y'all. Mel Wolf says, I'm gonna read this last comment. We have more songs written by Black men for dark-skinned women than we have Black women who have written for dark-skinned men. We have more men singing to dark-skinned women. You know what? I'm gonna have to come back on here and do a part 2. You welcome, K Tyra Black. I'm about to do a part 2 on this, because I want to kind of examine what you said there, because I'm not so sure about that. But I mean, everything is worth examining and I'm talking to Mel Wolf, Love Wisdom for Classy Black Men, I would like to examine that. Yes, so real quick, I want to take a moment of silence for my loved one that just passed away. World's first and only dark-skinned activist, the creator, the inventor, the architect of the first platform in history for dark skin, the first to introduce the topic of dark skin to social media, the creator and inventor of the entire dark skin lane, the one and only world's first dark skin activist, Rashida Strober, and I'm signing out. Y'all have an excellent night and a happy holiday season.